Hello, this is Diecast Looney bringing another short review, and today we're going to take a look at my 1968 Bullitt Mustang with Steve McQueen figure from Greenlight. I've had this in my collection for a while now, and I've been wanting to review it, give my interpretation of it. I know it's been done quite a few times before. It's nothing we haven't already seen, but like I said, I love the film, I love the car, so I thought I'd give it my own spin on it. They do this in a variety of scales, and everything from 1/64 up to 1/18 scale. You can get it in the unrestored version, or like this one, the sort of movie version. A little bit of history on the car before we get started. I know they had two cars for the movie. The hero car, which this one takes after, which Steve McQueen drove, and the other car that was used for the jumps. The other car pretty much got destroyed after the film was shot, and actually I think ended up going to a junkyard. This one was sold twice, and the last owner ended up having it for nearly 50 years before it resurfaced again. Actual fact, I think this car recently sold a year or so back for $3.4 million at auction. And yeah, and the other car, I know that's been completely restored now. I'm not quite sure the other cars ended up, but I know it did get found. Fun enough, in a junkyard, that pretty much all I think was left of it was just the frame. And like I said, they've managed to realise it was from it being used in the Bullitt movie, so they've restored it. But anyway, let's take a closer look at it. And straight away, let's take a look at the front end. And you can see that it's got the plate from the movie. And not that my camera's going to pick it up, but get a bit of light. You can see that they've actually got a mesh grille, which is pretty cool. It's got the magnesium wheels on it, or the representation of the wheel, should I say. You've got old Steve McQueen in the driver's seat there. You can sort of see the fleck in the paintwork. I have heard that apparently Greenlight got this colour wrong, that it's not Highland green, because the original car obviously in the movie was Highland green. But I don't know. I haven't really checked to see if it's the same. But it looks good enough to me. The only thing I don't like is door shut lines are a bit funky, but other than that, I've got no complaints about the car. I like the way you can see the actual indicator markers set into the bonnet like the real car, which is a nice little detail. Let's take out Mr. McQueen for a second. Not a bad figure. It's not the best representation of him, but when you've actually got it sat in the car, it looks pretty cool. It gives you a different displaying option. You can either obviously display it with him in or display it with him out, but when he's in the car, you don't really notice how bad his face is, should I say. And obviously there's the interior, steering wheel, 4-speed shift, all that good stuff. What I do like is, if my camera pick it up, I like the fact they've got the overhead console fitted in, which is a pretty good detail. And I think the mirror's right to the movie car. When it was coloured rather than chromed. There's the back of the car with the blacked out cap and the black rear tail panel. Not a lot going on the boot, I don't think. Got the spare wheel and the picnic matte trunk floor there. That's from the other side. You can see the photo etch belts. in the back and in the front. As I said, they've done a good job on it. Let's go around to the business end. And there's the 390 cubic inch motor, putting out 320 horsepower, and I think it was 427 foot-pounds, or pounds-feet of torque, should I say. So back in the day it was a pretty pokey car. I did hear that they had to play around with the car a little bit in the filming because it was having a job keeping up with the 440 Dodge Charger, which was, from what I've heard, was outpacing the car. One thing I did hear that was interesting was that they used Steve McQueen's Ford GT40 for the sound effects, and they actually overdubbed the engine sound from his Ford GT40 to give it a more visceral sound, more of a raucous exhaust note, rather than the you know, the Mustang's own exhaust note, which I thought was pretty interesting. But yeah, it's just a really nice car. So I like the fact that they got the real plastic lenses rather than on the markers there, rather than it being painted on. There's underneath. See the oil filter there. And this one's 2902. I'm not sure how many thousand of these they made. They say they're limited edition, but they've probably made quite a few. Well, I know they've made a lot, but it's still nice that it's numbered. But let's see, get Mr. McQueen's back in the car. Anyway, as I said, it's been done before. Just thought I'd show it anyway. But anyway, thanks for viewing, and I'll see you all again soon.